Hello, everybody. My name is Carlos Urban, and today we're going to talk about two different topics. My favorite topic, which is photography, and then I got a new computer. It's a Surface Book 3, and it has twice as much more memory than my previous computer, which was the Surface Pro. And let's see how it does in my normal workflow. So, so I went to South Beach the other night to take some pictures, and as I usually do with this type of videos, what I'm going to do first is talk a little bit about how I took this picture. So, I mean, there were several of them, that I took in front of the hotel. What I was trying to do was trying to get the trail lights, and something that I like to do is to get what is called. So let me go to library mode, because in the library mode, and the other thing that is important for me is to get the starburst. Starburst is this effect right here, and in order to get the starburst, usually the best way is you have to go to F11 or F16. So sorry. So this was important for me. So, there is several candidates here of pictures that I like. And there was this one, and that's the one a little darker. This one I like a lot because it has the taxi. The only thing that I don't like at all is this car over here. So let's see what we can do. Because other than that, I like it very much. So usually what I like to do when when I'm about to develop a picture or to edit a picture, okay, so let's put this a little bit. Let's see if I can close this panel. The problem is that I have here the controls of the video. Well, all right. So the first thing that I like to do is I like to crop the picture something that I'm comfortable with. Now this one is going to be a little tricky because I do want to keep this light trail here, and I'm not a big fan of this CVS here. So let's start with removing the CVS. Now I want my center of focus to be the Beacon Hotel. So that's probably the most important thing for me. Now let's see. Okay. See that if I go this way too much, it's going to take away these trail lights over here, which I like because it gives it depth. So let's leave it like that for now. Not sure about the CVS either. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try with the brushes to try to remove as much as possible of the car. Okay, so let's stay like that. So the first thing that we want to do really is, again, focus on what is the problematic part of the picture. What's problematic is this car over here. If I can make it dark, then it won't bother me as much. So let's try it with one of the brushes. And with a brush, let's go and do a burn, which is the way to get it darker. Okay, so if we get this car a lot darker so that it has almost no light. So when you paint something, you can click here where it says show overlay. Okay, you want to make sure that and you can do the minus in order to remove some of the things. Okay, so this is this is actually a pretty good selection. Let's see if we can make it even a little darker. By the way, I don't like this either, so I'm gonna brush over here as well. Okay, so let's Okay. I'm starting to like this more. All right. Yes. Right. People know there is a car there, so I'm not going to remove the car completely. What I don't want is for the car to become a distraction. So this is why. So the other thing you can, by the way, just so you can add sharpness, you can also take out sharpness. So this is a technique. So when you want to draw and enhance this card, that's better. Okay, and let me see. Okay, so let's leave it like that for now. So let's see, what else do we want to do? The other thing is, that's interesting, this exposure. Okay, well, when I was doing the brush, so here you can see what I did. I think that I did something very strange here. Let me back. Okay, I did a brush, then this exposure. Up to here, we are fine. Go back. So this is my brush. Okay, so I wanted to do. I wanted to make it a little darker. Okay, yeah, that's much. Send look control. Okay, that looks a little more natural, because here you can see, there is light obviously from that car, so there is not going to be. So there's much more that can be done. The other thing is we can also add a gradient filter here. So this one, right, a little darker. Okay. All right. The other thing I noticed is there's like some distortion because I used a 14-24 lens. The picture was taken at 20 millimeters. By the way, it's 15 seconds for the light trails. You can even do less than 15. It doesn't have to be 15. Okay, so what I want to do now is the lens correction. The lens corrections is, let's see, here it is, lens corrections. You can do the lens profile first. Okay. Enable the lens profile. That didn't do too much. So let's go over here. Let's do the auto, see how it does. Oh, there you go. You see how it put it straight now? This is good. Okay. I like it. Yeah, I'm starting to see that this CVS really is not adding too much. So maybe leave the heart. That's a distraction. So you see, the thing is with photography, you don't want distractions. And this right here, if I had taken the whole building, then it becomes a distraction. And I want the focus to be this hotel over here. Okay, the other thing is, I think it's too warm. I'm gonna see, let's see, I took this picture, I think it was like 5,500. Let's see what auto does here. Yeah, I like this better. It's a cooler effect now. Definitely like it. The other thing that I can do to naturally make this a little darker is use a vignette. So here in the highlight priority, there you go. Yeah, that's perfect. Now, the thing that I'm noticing is it seems like it's a little bit too dark now. I want to see a little bit more of this guy and the people over here. Let's play a little bit with this. Open up the shadows a little bit. a little bit more. Okay. Let's dark blacks. You see, this is the thing that I don't understand. I did not want the exposure to be at -1. That was only for the brush. So this is why it was so dark. Okay, now it's starting to make sense. I didn't notice when I changed it. I guess when I was trying to make this a little darker, I must have done something. Okay, let me see the filter over here. Yes, still over here. Okay, that one I do want it a little bit darker now. Okay, there you go. Okay, now what I want is I want this to really stand out a lot more. So what I need to do is first of all go over here and sharpen this. So you click over here, you click over here. Now the trick is press Alt and start moving it. And you see how it goes into black and white, so it's easier to see the effect. You see, so now, a lot more detail. Another tool that is really cool is you can use the clarity. So I don't mind putting a little clarity to the whole picture. So let's put a little bit more clarity to the whole picture. Yeah, that looks. I still want to see a little bit more the people here. Okay, I can see the people here, but I don't know why I want to see this driver, and he's an important part of the picture. So I'm gonna do the opposite here. I'm gonna actually make it lighter. The driver is over here. Okay, that's why I couldn't see him. He's like behind this thing over here. Okay. Let's see, I love the starburst effect here. Let me see. The problem is I think there is a little bit too much. Yeah. So let's remove some of that highlight. What you do here, now it's starting to look better. But now this is too dark. So let's open up a little bit more of the shadows. Okay. That's good. Yeah, because we put a little vignette over there. One more thing that I wanted to do, sometimes it gives it a little bit more pop. Let's look at this thing here, the profiles, landscape. Now you see it gave it a little bit more pop. It did make it a little darker, but it gave it a little bit more contrast. So let's see. Let's looks a little bit dark now, so let's increase the exposure a little bit. I'm kind of overdoing it on purpose because I want to see how far I want to go. So so that's too much. There you go. Because you want it to be like, you know, it's at night, so it's not okay. So there you go. And last but not least, let's give this thing a little bit more clarity. So here, I'm going to go to clarity. I'm going to put it as much as possible. Right here, this beacon. I really want this sign to stand out. Okay. See, that's I want that to stand out. So that's good. I think this is, I'm still a little bit unsure about this car here, but I do like this slice. It gives it a little bit more depth. So I hope that you like this video. This was basically, testing the. So let's see how it looks now. I'm gonna close all the panels so you have a chance to see the whole picture. Yeah, this one, yeah, looks nice. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, please leave it below. Any questions, anything that you like. Thank you.